Montreal taking on Philadelphia, 51-52. Philadelphia -165, -170 home favorite. Total 5.5. Shaded to the over about -120. There's a couple sixes out there. So again, make sure you're using SBRodds.com. There's no reason you shouldn't get a 6 if you like the under. No reason you shouldn't get 5.5 if you like the over. So make sure you're getting on SBRodds.com and checking out which sports books have what for you on a daily basis, not only with NHL, but every sport. And for the Philadelphia Flyers, yeah, Ron Hextall absolutely had to jump on the phones, sees his goaltenders dropping like flies. First Brian Elliott injured, then Michal Neuvirth injured, and he makes the call, makes the deal with the Detroit Red Wings, bringing in Petr Mrazek to the fold in a very not surprising trade, but because I think he was going to look for goaltending help, but it was very quick. Talking about jumping right away. He didn't waste any time. Gets a deal done with the Detroit Red Wings. Petr Mrazek now brought in, and Petr Mrazek maybe in the net tonight for the Philadelphia Flyers. They have not ruled out that he may make his Flyer debut tonight, taking on this Montreal Canadiens team. So obviously Philadelphia sees themselves as a team playing good hockey right now, playoff team. We can't afford to have any large amount of time without maybe both Elliott and Neuvirth. So we got to make a move. Something's got to be done. No disrespect to Alex Lyon, but you can't go forward with him in between the pipes on a regular basis. So it had to be done. Move had to be made, but they got a quality goaltender. Petr Mrazek, I think it's a great move for him because he's toiling around in Detroit. He doesn't know if he's going to be in the net, start in, start out. He's been going back and forth, him and Jimmy Howard, most of the season, most of the last couple of seasons, actually, with the Detroit Red Wings. Now he goes to a team that's, a likely playoff team, right in the mix in the Eastern Conference. That's got to pump up his spirit. It's got to pump up the spirit of the whole team, to be honest with you. I mean, they see this move and they say, hey, you know what? We lost our goaltender here in Neuvirth. We've already got Elliott injured. But, hey, this team, this management, I should say, believes in us. They think we're a good hockey team. They've given us that vote of confidence. And when you go out and get a Petr Mrazek, that's a vote of confidence from your GM saying, hey, I think this team's good, can be a playoff team, maybe do some damage. So I think that boosts the morale of this Flyers team big time, picking up a goaltender the caliber of Petr Mrazek moving forward. And they get to take on this Montreal Canadiens team that I'm so sick and tired of talking about how bad they are. I'm not even going to bother doing it anymore. They lose again the other night, Saturday. Yeah, yeah. With all the Habs fans we know, no disrespect, Andrew, that love to pump their chest when their team is playing well. Why don't I hear a peep from these same guys when they're playing the way they are right now? Not a thing. They can't wait to get out there when they're in the playoffs, when they're making a run to the conference final like they did that one year. But when they're stinking the joint up right now, I don't hear a thing from them. Not a peep. That's the way it goes, though, with fan bases like that. When they're playing well, you hear from them. When they're not, you can't find them or can't hear from them for 1 second. But that's the way it goes. Montreal, another loss the other night against Vegas, 6-3, just continuing to pile up the losses on this road trip. Lose to Colorado, lose to Arizona, lose to Vegas, 3 straight. So I don't want Montreal in this game. Philadelphia, I was looking to back them, but hey, what are we up to now? -170, so it's a little priced out of my range here in this game. But definitely keep an eye on that. There is a decent enough chance we could see Petr Mrazek make his Flyer debut tonight in this game. Dana Lane is in on this Flyers-Habs game tonight in Philly, as Mrazek might be in between the pipes. Dana, Montreal, what more can we say about them at this point?
Yeah, no disrespect to you at all, Andrew, but I've gone through years of hell with the Bruins losing to Montreal, so I got to get some of that back. But hey, look, the thing about Mrazek, no matter what happens tonight, is let's not forget, this is a guy that was left in an expansion draft. When you leave a goaltender in an expansion draft, that's basically telling the rest of the hockey world that he's available, and he still stayed with Detroit. And I don't know how far you're going to read into that or not. And I actually like him. I think, I know there was a lot of off the ice issues, and I know people have said some things about him, and you take those things with a grain of salt when talking about work ethic, or whether or not he's stable between the ears or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, whether Lyon starts tonight or Mrazek starts tonight, if you're going to give me a 6, you know how I feel about these 6s, and I certainly want to go under that number. If Alex Lyon starts tonight, guys, this is a time where he should start having You know, I mean, he should be settled right now. We talk about teams, bringing new guys in, and of course, he was fantastic when he played college hockey at Yale. Not so good with Philadelphia, kind of an average guy. But this is a guy that should be settled right now, even if he gets the start. And let's not also forget, when teams make moves, especially goaltending, not so much in other positions, but goaltending wise, if I'm Alex Lyon and I know Mrazek is up here, and I know that, hey, look, now I've gone a little bit further down the rung. Eventually, I'm going to give my best effort. You're going to get if Line starts tonight, you're going to get his best effort. So either way, I still like the under in this. Montreal's still struggling on both ends of the ice. I watched them against Vegas. They're absolutely horrible. They really are. And it's not because they don't have good players. They do have good skilled players. The problem is they don't have enough on each line. Each line presents, a guy that can hurt you, but they don't have two or three guys that can hurt you. Or they have guys that have had great years in other places like Druin, but he's virtually non-existent in Montreal, and I don't know how happy he is there. But they have pieces there. The problem is that the pieces are scattered all over their different lines. So, to me, guys, I like the under in this, but I'm taking a 6, laying $1.25. And Habs have averaged just 2 goals a game in their last 5 games. So there's nothing from a Montreal standpoint that makes me want to play the over. And Philadelphia is just every time I see them, they seem to get more and more physical, and I think that bodes well for the under tonight.
All right, under 6. Make sure he's got a 6. But if you like 6, there's 6 at 5 dimes at -130 right now, -125 at Pinnacle. So there's 6s out there. If you're on the under with Dana, get that 6. I'm telling you, if it's 4-2, you don't want to be saddled with a loser there. You want the push, so make sure you get the 6 when it's out there at multiple books as it is right now. So that's very, very important. Habs Flyers. Alex Lyon, it's a coach's decision right now is what they're saying right now. We'll see how quickly they can get things straightened out itinerary-wise with Mrazek getting into Philly. But even if not, Lyon might get the nod. Either way, Dana on the under in that game. Habs and Flyers tonight.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.